Alright everybody, welcome back to some more Oblivion modded playthrough. It is Xilestar, and today we're going to be continuing on with where we left off. So, where did we leave off before I had to go somewhere? Restitution Commander, that person, has a plan to retake Passwall. I need to slip through the gate into the ruins of Zedefin. While her dark seducers distract the knights, they will continue to hold the line at Passwall. I have to use this opportunity to slip into Zedefin and find Order's source of power. Okay. So we're going to go over there while I go and talk about something that has happened. Also, before I continue with anything else, I'm still sick. So if you do hear this, that is me muting the microphone because I am going to be coughing, and I would much rather not have that in the video as much as I can control it. If it's a sneaky one kind of thing where like it catches me off guard that I have to cough, then yeah, that does happen. Sometimes, not all the time. Oh, right, yeah, before we do anything, I have my laptop pulled up right now so we can upgrade our Wizard's Fury. Yay! So I did do another good look at this, and I did find out that the highest amount of the price without modifying it through haggling and all that stuff to buy new spells, or in this case to pretty much just to do this, is 3 times the magicka cost, pretty much. So we're gonna upgrade our Wizard's Fury to something that's close to our level. I just want to find out our destruction. Journeyman, okay. So I can figure out what Journeyman is. Okay, so we can upgrade to literally the final Journeyman one. But I find that might be a little bit too much. I was thinking of the final Apprentice one because it's like the magicka cost is a little lower than half of what the highest Journeyman one is, which we can get. But I would much rather have that one because while the damage is, it's like tripled, I think, or something like that. Oh, the fire damage is tripled in a way, but the fire and frost damage is like close to doubled. So I think that's a good idea. So let's go do that. So player.add spell. Let's add that one. C4. H1A. There we go. So there we go. So this is the one we're gonna have now. No, the shock damage isn't as... That's kind of weird, though. Anyway, so now we gotta remove the other one. Okay, so this one's actually not too bad, actually. Alright. But I also wanted to show off something that I was hinting at when I was recording... what was it? It was Circuitcraft and... not just Circuitcraft, it was also Pokemon Crystal, which I've just started. And that's something to do with this mod, as with my mod. Not really with the Shivering Isles, but just my mod in general. So I thought that it would be a, you know, well, here's a little bit more appropriate than Pokemon and Minecraft, pretty much. But So we're running on the current version of my mod, which is still technically in testing, but
yes, my love.
But it's not like heavily in testing. Like it's gonna like break the character or something like that. It's just gonna break a few things in my mod, which is just funny. But yeah, it's just gonna break a few things in my mod because of new things. But yeah. Hello. Hey. Stop making me drop the rake, man. Lord Cube gave me this. Okay. Ooh, another Heart of Order. Nice. So I did take a look at the wiki, or USIP, or Unidentified Elder Scrolls pages, kind of to see how far we are in the story. We're about halfway done, so that's pretty cool. I also don't know how long I'm going to be recording for, so I wanted to mention that too. So, the reason why I say that is because I don't know how long I want to record for, because It might be 6, it might be 8 videos, it might be 20 kind of deal. Like, I don't know. It's definitely not going to be 20. At least right now, it's not going to be 20. Maybe later on, I'll just do one giant session just to finish off all of the Shivering Isles. See how much damage it is. Seriously, Tess? Oh my word, man. Jeez, it does insane damage. And I think it costs, like, how much for us? Like, it costs, like, what? If I could click on the right thing. We did, I think it costed, like, 7 before, so it's about a little bit over 3 times the amount of cost. Not too bad. What? Apparently there's an enemy nearby, but I don't know where they are. And Tess doesn't seem too distracted by it, so we're going in. I mean, if it's an enemy, they might actually technically go through the door. There we go. Oh, I thought I might be able to get the knight. There you go. Oh. Hey, Tess.
How can I help?
Wait here. Wait here for a second. You guard the door, so that nobody gets through the door. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go back to the lodge to show off some cool new things that I've actually added to the area. I don't know if I actually... And I get to test out something too. So this is the new current version. You're gonna see no difference, pretty much, from this very area. However, I want to see something real quick. I didn't even do that. That's weird. Actually, I want to see if it actually does do the changes. Okay, it does do the changes. That's cool. So I get to show them off. Nice. So I want to check something too. Because on the testing version, I fixed it. However, as I said during, I think it was Pokemon Crystal, it's weird. Yeah, see, the clipping's fixed. You can tell that these are 2 separate things by these pillars here. I think it's this one. Is it this one? No, I think it's this one. You can kind of see the little line here. And then if you kind of put notice into that, you can kind of see the line going through the ground over here, which is kind of weird. The same thing happens with the vanilla one. Something else, something that's worth mentioning is that if you actually do download the one cell one, you can literally just change the, what's it called? You can literally change the coordinates to be of the vanilla one, and it does the exact same thing. So what I did at first is that I moved the 4 walls. Oh, that's kind of weird. I wonder if has something to do with it too. Anyway, so I changed all of these these sections, like the walls and such, to their appropriate vanilla counterparts. But unfortunately, oh, did I not do it? Or is this just because of this version? Maybe I didn't do the lights. I don't know. I thought I did. So yeah, so this is what I meant though. So like this one's very much like, you know, very much outside of the wall, and then this one's like, you know, like stuck in the wall pretty much. So yeah. So that's pretty much fun. The other thing is that I was planning on switching this entire area into being of the Anvil Castle with the Open Cities mod version, so, because I like the courtyard kind of thing. Unfortunately, 2 things. One, Open Cities, you can't find it on the Nexus anymore, so you have to get it somewhere else. Which I'm not saying is a bad idea, but it's not really what I would have liked. So I do have it. I got the Reborn version, I think, is what it was called. I want to see if this is here. Yeah, okay, that's something else. So yeah, so I got the Reborn version, which just means it helps around with adding extra details to certain castles, I think, or something like that, or certain cities. Yeah, so I took a look, and I love what they did with the Anvil Castle. I just wanted to change a few things, and I love the Skingrad Castle. They did an amazing job making it work that way. I love it so much. But unfortunately, I like the Anvil Castle more. I just like its just overall aesthetic. So I wanted to try and do it, and I tried to do a cheat thing where I grabbed this island, got rid of the lodge and everything about it. So like this rock, and then these 3 rocks, and this note, and this dagger, and then this workbench, and then this door, and then the lodge itself. Deleted it, and I wanted to change the size of the island, so I did the little shortcut thing to change it. And unfortunately, it changes the size of the rocks, but it doesn't change their relative position. So, yeah. So I have to either redo the entire island before, or do all of the cool things I want to do with the castle with the lodge. So one of the things that I wanted to do was that I wanted to incorporate 2 of the DLCs into the castle, because the fact that one of them already leads to the castle, which is just very helpful, and the other one would be more of a character lore kind of thing. So I thought that would be a really cool idea. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way. So either I would have to spend time just trying to work on the island on my own time, which I really don't want to, or I would just incorporate it to here. So I decided to just incorporate it to here, but I still have the castle version, so just in case. But I do want to put a little bit of a memento of the fact that it was planned. So if we check the local map, you'll find out that there are 2 new locations. One's down here, and the other one is up here. Now, I have a story about this top area, so I want to mention that when we get to it. So let's go through this bottom area, and it is unfinished, but I'm going to tell you why it's unfinished. So we got to head into the water, unfortunately, and go inside here to the lair. Alright, so you might recognize this place. This is the Vile Lair DLC location. So, if you don't know, this is actually an exact replica of... Oh, wait, yeah, that's right, we can't look at it. Whoops, we don't have the serial map. But, yeah, this is Deep Scorn Hollow, as you'll probably can tell from this door, because I haven't renamed most of the areas yet. I just wanted to rename this the lair, so I had an idea of where it is, and I renamed the other area as well. So, okay, so first things first is that I got rid of a lot of the loose items and such, because I want to do my own little thing. And I want to do something cool here. This is where you can find plants and such. I'm going to do a cool thing here, so I got rid of the plants for that. Yeah. So pretty much what this place is actually supposed to be, or how this is actually supposed to be lore put in, is that the castle version was supposed to be what happens if, in the internal struggle between Drathis and Archimus, if Archimus won, he would have changed the lodge, he would have destroyed it, and sort of have slaves, and in order for them and have them build a castle. And of course, because Archimus is technically evil, he would have built the Vile Lair pretty much in a weird loophole kind of thing. So it would make sense for that. Now, unfortunately, this place doesn't really work for Drathis, because Drathis is only using evil objects, but is actually good. But there is actually different ways you can kind of put it that this actually does work. So either you could say that before Archimus became imprisoned, he is imprisoned, by the way, and I'm going to put him in here because it makes more sense, and it would be kind of funny to have the one who created the heart be imprisoned within it. I thought it would be kind of funny for that. Is that when Archimus was technically still within the heart in a sense, and still in control of it, he built this place but didn't have a way for anybody else to enter his domain, pretty much. Which would be pretty cool. The other sort of lore way you could put it is that Drathis at one point absorbed the most powerful evil force imaginable, called the Eternal Darkness. And for the Eternal Darkness, it was only technically 90% powerful. So one of the things you could say is that the Eternal Darkness wanted to create its own domain, or its own sort of not its own domain, but its own place, its own sort of like its pocket inside of the area, so that it could inhabit. The only problem is that because it only was 90% powerful, sure, it could create everything, but it couldn't create a door. It couldn't create a way for anybody to walk in. So it needed that extra 10%. And that 10% is why a sanctuary actually exists. So I'm going to get to that later. But there's two different explanations, which makes sense. So I'll show you what I mean by this place is unfinished. So if you do not know this about this DLC, is that you have to buy the upgrades. So you have to go to, what's his name? I think it's Rowley Earwolf, I think, or something like that. You have to go to him and buy all the stuff, which for like this version, obviously you don't have to buy them, but for the actual DLC version, you do. The only thing is that I have to sort of